I'd like to speak to you today about the 7 issues that America must face if it wants to remain a great nation in this new global age. As a futurist, I've given a lot of thought during this record-long presidential campaign to what are the issues that America is going to have to face and solve in the years and decade ahead if it wants to remain a great nation. There are 7. Number 1, the entire energy equation. Now, I'm not just talking about global warming. I'm talking about reinventing the entire energy equation. Our entire landscape has been created and predicated based on cheap oil, which is no longer the case. So we're going to have to come up with mass transit. We're going to have to come up with high-speed trains. We're going to have to rethink exurbia and malls and make them more local destinations. We're going to have to decrease commuting and increase the use of high-speed internet to conduct business. We're going to have to completely rethink the energy equation. That's number 1. Number 2, our infrastructure. We don't need crumbling bridges and potholes to tell us that our infrastructure is crumbling before our eyes. Most of the major infrastructure has been created 70 to 100 years ago. The subways were 100 years ago. The dams were 70 years ago. We're going to have to go back and reinvest because if we don't have a good infrastructure, we can't compete in a global economy. The other part of the infrastructure is that it was an industrial age infrastructure. We now need to create a shift age infrastructure where there is energy storage, not just energy dissipation. So rebuilding the existing infrastructure and coming up with a new one. That's the second, infrastructure. The third is our national debt. Now, it's often thought that our national debt is some $9 trillion. But if you take into account the unfunded liabilities of Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, veterans benefits, we're at $55 trillion. That translates into roughly $183,000 for every man, woman, and child in this country. That is a cancer that we must aggressively treat. Otherwise, it will treat us aggressively. Think of the national debt as the other inconvenient truth. You don't feel it right now, but we're going to feel a lot of pain if we don't start dealing with it today in 2008. The fourth problem facing America is really the hardest to solve, which is a zero-sum conversation about national priorities. Now, we can't be an Athenian democracy. We're too large. We can't all get together and decide what we, a country, want to do. Perhaps we can use the internet. Perhaps we can use our connectedness to do so. But given the national debt, given the energy problems, given the crumbling infrastructure, given that we all want universal health care, given that we want a strong defense, we're going to have a national conversation about priorities because we can't do it all. If you want complete universal health insurance, we got to bring our troops home from around the world. That type of conversation. That's going to be hard to have. That's number 4. Number 5, as Americans, we need to be the good guys again. It used to be when you traveled abroad and you were an American, you were loved. People wanted to come to America. Now we're not loved and people don't want to come to America as much as they did. We're not the shining light that we used to be. We're the greatest country in the world when it comes to advertising and marketing and putting out the good word and being positive. We have to act first and speak through our actions. We can't buy friends. We have to create ourselves into a new nation that people want to be friends with. The 6th thing we have to consider and decide is how we as a country fit into the new emerging global economy. As I've said elsewhere here, I believe it's in the development of intellectual property and creating ever more innovative products, being the innovation engine of the world. So the 6th problem is solving our place in the global economy. And the 7th one is to, as a leading nation of the world, lead the cooperative effort to create a new, what I will call global council, a new entity that is charged with, empowered with, solving the global problems that are rushing at us like global warming. So, 1, changing the energy equation. 2, facing our crumbling infrastructure. 3, the $55 trillion of our national debt. 4, a zero-sum conversation about national priorities. 5, becoming the good guys again. 6, figuring out and creating a leadership vision about our future in the new global economy. And 7, taking a leadership position in the creation of a cooperative, collective, human, global, new form of government to face the global issues facing us today. That's what we should be talking about in this presidential election. That's what we're going to have to face in the next 10 years in this country. Thank you for letting me speak on the issues. I'm David Houle.